Anna lived a life made of paper and silence. She was a librarian, you see. The rustle of turning pages was her favorite song. She moved like a gentle shadow among the tall shelves. Each book was a sleeping world. Anna felt safe in the quiet. The library was her small, neat kingdom, but sometimes late at night she felt a tiny ache, a feeling like a forgotten word on the tip of her tongue. Her days were measured in the soft thud of returned books and the quiet tap of her fingers on the keyboard. She knew every book by its feel. She was the keeper of these whispering pages. She guarded their secrets carefully. She made sure they were never lonely. She understood the language of the library. It was a language of patience and waiting. In the heart of the city, the library stood. It was an old building full of echoes. Sunlight rarely touched its deepest corners. Anna preferred it that way. The dim light made the words on the pages seem brighter. She often ate her lunch alone, a simple sandwich, a cup of tea. She would read, of course, always reading. Something waited for Anna. She just didn't know it yet. One Tuesday, or perhaps it was a Thursday, days in the library often felt the same. A new box of donations arrived. It was dusty, tied with old string. Anna began to sort through them. Old gardening manuals, forgotten poetry. Then she saw it. A book unlike any other. It had no title on its cover, no author's name on its spine. The cover was made of a material like dried leaves. It felt strangely warm to her touch. It was a deep, mossy green. It seemed to pulse with a faint light. Anna set it aside, her heart beating a little faster. This was unusual, very unusual. She had seen many books in her life, thousands upon thousands, but none like this one. It felt ancient. It smelled of damp earth and something sweet, like unknown flowers. She ran her fingers over the blank cover. It was smooth yet textured, like old skin, perhaps, or the bark of a very old tree. She felt a pull towards it, a curiosity that was stronger than her usual caution. This book was a secret. Later that evening, when the library was empty, when the only sounds were the ticking clock and her own breathing, Anna took the book to her small desk. She opened it carefully. Anna stared at the impossible opening. It was small, no bigger than her hand. Yet the darkness beyond felt vast. It pulled at her like a gentle tide. Fear pricked her skin. This was madness. Books did not have doors, not real ones. But her quiet life, her paper kingdom, suddenly felt too small, too predictable. The ache in her heart, the forgotten word. It was louder now. It was calling her. She took a deep breath. The air from the opening was cool and fresh. It smelled of adventure. She closed her eyes for a moment. Then she did the bravest thing she had ever done. She reached for the opening. As her fingers touched the edge, the book grew, or she shrank. It was hard to tell. The world around her twisted and blurred. The library shelves stretched into impossible heights. The little door in the book became a full-sized archway. It shimmered with a soft, inviting light. She could hear faint music now, like wind chimes made of glass or distant laughter. She stepped through. The library vanished behind her. As Anna wandered deeper into this luminous world, she saw movement among the shimmering trees. A figure emerged. It was a boy, or he looked like a boy. His hair was the color of moonlight. His eyes were like amethysts, deep purple and knowing. He wore clothes made of woven leaves and starlight. He moved with a grace that was not quite human. He smiled at Anna. It was a sad smile, a smile that held ancient secrets. He did not seem surprised to see her. "You finally came," he said. His voice was soft, like the rustle of leaves in a gentle wind. It was not a question, it was a statement. Anna stared at him. How could he know her? How could he expect her? "Who are you?" she whispered. Her voice sounded small in this vast, magical place. The boy tilted his head. "I am Cale," he said, "and I have been waiting for you, Anna." Cale led Anna through the glowing forest. He told her the name of this world. It was Ethelgard, the luminous realm, the place between the folds of reality. He explained that it was connected to her world through hidden doors, through forgotten pathways like the one in the book. He said Ethelgard was a source of magic, a wellspring of dreams and inspiration for her world, but it was also fragile. It needed protection. From what, he did not say at first. He let the mystery hang in the air. He showed her wonders, floating islands held aloft by unseen forces, creatures made of pure light that danced in the twilight sky. He showed her trees that sang ancient songs. Their leaves whispered secrets of the universe. Anna listened, mesmerized. Everything here felt familiar, deeply familiar, as if she had known it all once, a long, long time ago, and then forgotten. The memories were like faded photographs, just out of clear view. She felt a strange sense of déjà vu with every new sight. Cale explained that not many could find their way to Ethelgard, only those with a certain spark, or those who were called. Anna asked him why she was called. He looked at her with his sad, knowing eyes. "Because a part of you belongs here," he said simply. As they walked, Cale began to speak of Anna's past. Not the past she knew, but an older past, a forgotten one. He told her she was not entirely of her world. Her mother had come from Ethelgard a long time ago. Her mother had been a weaver of light, a guardian. She had fallen in love with a storyteller from Anna's world. She chose to stay with him, leaving a part of her magic behind. Anna listened, her mind reeling. Her mother had died when she was very young. She barely remembered her. She had always felt different, a little out of place. Now it all started to make sense. The longing she felt, the connection to this magical world, it was in her blood. It was a part of her heritage. Cale showed her a hidden grove. In the center stood an ancient weeping willow tree. Its leaves shimmered with silver light. "This was your mother's sanctuary," Cale said. He touched the tree's trunk. "She brought you here as a baby, before she left Ethelgard for good." He explained that to protect Anna, her mother had sealed her memories of this world. She had wanted Anna to have a normal life, a safe life. Anna, or Lyra, stood at a crossroads. The truth of her past had changed everything. She was no longer just Anna, the quiet librarian. She was Lyra, daughter of Ethelgard. A part of her belonged to this luminous, magical realm, a realm that was now threatened. Cale looked at her. His amethyst eyes were full of unspoken questions. He did not ask her to stay. He did not ask her to fight. The choice had to be hers. The weight of it settled upon her shoulders. It was heavier than any book. She thought of her library, her quiet, ordered world. It seemed so distant now, so pale in comparison to the vibrant life of Ethelgard. But it was her home too, in its own way. She had found solace there, she had found stories, but here in Ethelgard she had found herself, or at least a missing piece of herself. The ache in her heart was gone, replaced by a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging that was new and powerful. She was more than she had ever imagined. Anna looked at Cale. Smile touched her lips, a real smile full of courage and a newfound light. "I will stay," she said.